Is my video frozen?
Yeah.
Gosh dang it. Move over to the IDE. Sorry about this.
Hello.
All right, so I'm here with Simona Cotin. I had asked Simona if she would show me how to get started with serverless. Thank you so much for joining me, Simona. I really appreciate it.
Happy to help.
Well, let's jump right into it. I'm going to come over here. Let's come to this application. This is the application that I have. It is a React app. It's pretty simple. It's just one single collection in a NoSQL database called Cosmos DB, which uses the MongoDB API. So for instance, I can click on one of these, I can make some changes, I can save these things. You can see that I've got a service file, which is basically has all of the different CRUD methods in it. What do I need to do first to sort of move towards serverless?
Well, the first thing that you need to do is actually go ahead in the Azure portal or the Azure CLI and create a function app.
Okay, so let me do that. I'm going to pull up the terminal.
Yeah. So you can create a new directory, let's say serverless Cosmos.
Serverless Cosmos, okay. And now what?
And now you should check whether you have the function CLI installed, and you can do that by just running func, typing func.
And oh, look at that, nice ASCII art. And I do. I actually installed this yesterday, just happenstance yesterday afternoon, which is really weird.
Perfect. So now we just run funkinit.
Funkinit, funkinit, funkinit.
Funkinit.
Funkinit, okay.
And this will basically initialize GitHub repository for you, as well as generate the host.json and some functions config things.
Oh yeah, I see these things there. I don't know what they do, but cool, I got them.
They look nice, right?
They do.
So now you need to create a new function, because this will just initialize things for you, but then you can actually create a new function, and you do that by running func new.
Okay, so I can do C# or JavaScript. I'll do JavaScript because I don't know C#. I'm sure it's great.
And then here, because you want to create a web API, you can choose to create a HTTP trigger.
Okay, so do that. Function name.
Yeah, I prefer this one.
All right, let's go with that. All right, cool. I got an index,
maybe it's not Java,
a function.json, and a sample.dat file. Okay.
Yeah. So in here, so you can already open your files using code.
Okay. Oh, okay. So there's my function.
Exactly. And in function JSON, you will have your configuration code for your function. So then you go to your files and you go to index.js, and that's where the code for your function is.
Ah, okay. This is where the magic happens.
Yeah, and this is just basically some boilerplate that gets generated automatically for you, where you will see that the function is actually a JavaScript function that receives as a parameter a context and a request. And in this case, basically, we are just checking whether there's a name parameter in our query or in our body. And then we are just sending back a response which says hello and adds back the name, the standard hello world exercise. Okay. And then if the parameter doesn't exist, we're just returning an error.
So can I run this and test it out?
Yeah, but it will have to work a bit for that.
Okay.
So basically now we should just go ahead and create a GitHub repository.
Okay. Come over here to GitHub. All right, new repository. We'll call it React Cosmos DB Serverless. Okay. I'll just set this up with nothing but the MIT license. Okay.
Okay, so now we'll just commit all our changes.
Okay, let me see here. So I'm going to do git remote add origin, get status, get add.
You are fast, Burke.
Am I doing this right? Initial commit, git push, and we'll push it to master. Oh, it doesn't want me. It's got, we're going to do this. Don't ever do this. But it's the initial commit, so I know there's nothing up there that I want to keep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've pushed this to GitHub. So then let's go to the Azure portal.
Okay.
And create a function app there. And you're going to like this. This is going to be like super magic.
Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to it. Let me, let's do, so I'm going to go new.
Function app.
So how do I find that?
You just, in the search, you just click function, type function.
Function app.
And then.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here you give it a name.
Okay.
And you want to choose the consumption plan. If you just click on the drop down, you'll see that there's two plans there. The consumption plan is the one that allows you to pay only for what you're using, whereas the app service plan, you'll have to pay for a monthly fee. You're going to pay a monthly fee.
Location, South Central US, that's close enough to me. I create a new storage.
Yeah, or you can just use another one, however you prefer. I just create a new one normally.
Okay.
And then just a second.
Oh, sorry, I clicked it. I'm sorry.
It's if you want to monitor your app, you should be
application insights.
turning on.
It's too late. No monitoring for me. Okay.
Yeah, but we can actually enable that later on.
Okay.
Cool. So now we've created this new function app, and while it's deploying, what we're going to do is basically go to, in the function app settings, go to deployments page, and then there we're going to connect to our GitHub repository.
Back in the portal?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. Still deploying my function app. I wonder if I can...
It's kind of slow.
Oh, there we go. It's done.
Perfect.
All right,
it heard me.
Where...
So you're in the right place. You go to platform features.
Okay.
And then you have the code deployment section.
Deployment options.
Yep.
Okay.
And you set up a new deployment. So you click on setup. And then you configure the settings. You want to connect it to GitHub.
Ah, GitHub. Oh, it's loading. Okay.
Yeah. You just have to wait until the have you connected Azure with your GitHub account before?
I have, yeah. I do have a lot of repos though. I'm a member of a lot of different organizations. All right, so there it is, right at the top. Master. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Awesome. So now we click OK.
Okay.
And now you can click on sync.
Okay.
And this is just gonna deploy your function from GitHub to this function.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Now, okay, cool. And now you can see that this was your last commit. And it's just, yeah. And it's also building, so it's super cool when, for example, you have, you're including in your function, you're including some NPM packages. It will automatically install them when you're deploying.
Oh, really? So if you can add NPM packages to functions, and then when you deploy,
yeah.
they automatically get pulled in. Okay, so this is live.
Yeah, so now, if you go to, you close that one.
Okay.
And then you go to functions.
Let me refresh here. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Awesome. So now we just click on Get Heroes, and it's going to be in, because you've pushed this with GitHub, it's going to first set it to read only.
Right, because you wouldn't want to modify it here because then it would be different than it was in GitHub.
Exactly, but we're going to do that.
Okay.
We're going to enable it here. So now we run the function.
Okay.
And we can also get the function URL. So you can either test it right in the portal, in the tab that you're looking at.
All right, so let's get it a URL since I've got this screen so small here. So
Okay.
Copy this. Yeah, please.
And remember that the function, was expecting a name.
Put in Grover's name. Hello, Grover.
Let's do that.
Grover, look.
Hi, Grover.
All right.
Awesome. So this is the first step, right?
Yes, this is it. Perfect. Okay.
Grover, you've made it.
Well, okay, cool. So I've got everything running. Now, how do I connect to my database? I guess that's the next thing I need to do, right?
Yeah. So let's go back to the portal.
I'm out of coffee too. It's a crisis. Send help. Okay, back to the portal.
Back to the portal. Let's just close this window. Let's go to the previous. No, let's stay here. No.
No, not that.
Let's go to exactly React Cosmos API or something. Just click there, and then because we want to enable read write, we go to overview.
Okay. Ooh, overview.
It's the tab.
Okay. Sorry. There we go. Okay.
Let's see if it's this one. If you scroll down, is that all?
Yeah. Just
function
deployment
app.
options.
Let's see function app settings maybe.
Application settings.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. No. Function app settings.
Function app settings.
Hopefully. Yeah. I think this is the
Read
one.
right. There it is.
Perfect.
I changed it. Okay.
Okay. So now we go back to our function get heroes.
Okay.
And we can
do I
just
have to click save or anything? No? Okay.
It just saved automatically.
Okay.
Okay. We can just go to the integrate page for our function.
Integrate. Okay, here.
And here we can just plug in as an input just our Cosmos DB database. And it's going to be super easy. If you click new input.
I'm going to see if I can zoom out on this to make this page lay out a little better. There we go. So if we do new input.
Yep.
Okay.
And you scroll down to Azure Cosmos DB.
Okay. Azure. Oh, there it is right there. Okay.
Yeah, you click on that.
Okay.
And then you scroll. Okay, cool. So now the first thing we want to give our connection a name, right? Document parameter name. Let's say that we want to name it heroes.
Okay.
And then what's your, I guess that you already have a database with the list of heroes, right?
I do, yes.
Yeah, so remember that you had a collection there and the collection was in a database. Do you remember the name of the database, or maybe we can just go
let's go find it here.
But maybe we can create a new page.
Oh yeah, let me see here. Let me see if I can
a new tab.
Yeah, new tab. Let's do that.
It's gonna be faster.
We go to all resources. Let's see here.
You can
it's
also
right there
go
at the top. Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so this is my database.
This is your account.
This is my Cosmos DB account, yes.
Yeah, and then if you click on Data Explorer.
Okay.
You see you have
heroes. It's not even how you spell that. Oh my gosh.
So that's your collection name. So your database is admin.
Admin is the name of my database?
Yeah.
Okay. So does that go here, database name?
Yeah.
Was it capital? No, lowercase.
No, it was lowercase.
And the collection's name was Heroes, I assume?
Yeah.
Heroes. Heroes. Okay.
And the only other thing that we need to do is just go to the Cosmos DB account connection.
Okay. To
And click
connection
new.
string. Is that where I'm going? Connection string?
No, you don't even need to do that. If you go back to the functions portal, it's gonna just show you a drop down, and
here.
you're gonna select, yeah. Oh, sorry, and click new.
New.
And you don't create a new one, but you just choose the one that you want to.
Yeah, so that happened kind of fast, but I just saw it and selected it. Okay.
And then basically all the other document ID is just when you want to query for a particular document ID, or if you want to run a SQL query that will basically limit the collection for you. It will filter the collection.
That's what the document ID is for?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe if I was querying on, say, like name or ID from the collection, I would put that here?
So in the document ID, you'd put the ID of the document that you want to retrieve.
Okay.
But I don't think, I'm not sure if this is a very common use case, because you don't really want to have a function that only queries a single document, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't think, but...
Yeah. And the other option with SQL query, which is on your right.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to open
that one is...
I'm going to open these doors real quick. Grover's trying to get out. It's also getting hot in this room.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back. So the SQL query, this is where you would do like select, I don't know, like name, saying, something like that?
Yeah. And this will basically filter your collection. And the data set that your function is going to receive is going to be smaller than everything.
All right, so I'm going to leave this off for now. I assume we don't need this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. So you can just save now.
Okay.
And now if we go to the function code.
Okay, did everything save fine?
I think so, yeah.
So. Okay, let me... Okay.
So you click on Get Heroes, and now we want to basically be able to grab that input, right?
Yes.
And we do that we grab it from the context.
That's here?
Yeah.
Okay, so context dot...
bindings, because that's a binding, a new binding.
Okay.
And now we we access the name, we use the name that we gave to our binding, which was Heroes, I think.
Let's see here. We'll do, yeah, Heroes. I think you're right, but I'll double check here in a second. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what?
So we can just log this, or we can just post it in our response.
Oh, so I don't have to do any querying here. It's just already there in that object?
Exactly.
Okay, so I could do console.log. Do I need to stringify it, or?
You're going to have to use context instead of console.
Oh, there's no console.
Yeah.
All right, context. And then do I need to stringify this, or can I just...
You can just dump it like that.
Okay. And then...
You can save.
Save. Well, let's save. Let me check the binding real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So binding, we called it...
So you can also look at the advanced editor.
Advanced editor. Here? Oh, okay.
That's going to be super advanced, Burke. Super advanced.
I'm not advanced. I need like the dumbed down version. Okay, Heroes. That's it right there, the name.
Yeah, and so this is the file that we've seen before, function.json.
Ah, okay. So that's here. And this, I guess this is just the standard editor is just like an IDE or a nice visual on top of this JSON file.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm excited to run this function. Can I just go ahead and do that?
Let's do that.
All right, let's see here.
But let's make sure that we see the logs. So let's expand. After you run, let's expand the logs.
Okay, let's see here. Let me expand this. I'm going to zoom out and let's run it. All right, so here's the log. It's a bit hard to see.
Oh, but you can click expand.
But yeah, there it is. These things are an object inside of Cosmos DB? That's interesting. I can't click expand. Oh, perfect. Right, so let's collapse this. So I'm going to pull out this check here.
Yeah, but you want to keep the creation of the result, of the response.
Okay, so this context.res is going to stay.
Yeah, and context.done is going to stay as well, but everything else, okay. And now the body, instead of being hello, blah, 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 it just has to be the context. We just have to return context.bindings.heroes. Yeah, and you know what? If you right click here, it's going to format the code for you.
Oh,
that's fantastic.
Right click, format code. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My code's
that's beautiful, right?
Because I'm that good. All right, let's see here. All right, so can I test this in the browser?
Yeah. There's going to be a request. No, in the test panel.
Output right here.
So now we go to your initial project.
Okay.
And we just, instead of where you have the get request.
Oh, yeah. Let's see here. That's over here.
Yeah, in API.js.
Yes, exactly. So here, instead of this.
Exactly.
Just that.
Yeah. Let's see.
We're going to save it.
So excited.
Let's come back. Uh-oh.
Do you have to rebuild or something?
Oh.
Oh.
Cores.
Yeah.
How do you get around that?
So in function, we have to fix something in functions as well. Yeah.
Okay.
We have to enable cores. We have to add the local host URL.
Do I go to the portal for that?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's going to be if you click on React Cosmos DB API to go to platform settings.
Platform. Okay.
Platform features.
Function app settings or platform features?
I think it's platform features.
Okay.
Can you search for cores?
Yeah. There it is right there.
Okay, let's click there. And now we can add here localhost.
Now I could just do this, right?
Oh, I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that, Burke.
Can I put in star? Will that work? Hold on, I want to know.
Idea.
I want to know if I can just put in a wild card and it'll work. Let's see here.
Brian won't like this.
Don't look, Brian.
Okay.
Nope, that doesn't seem to be good enough. All right, so let's put in localhost.
But there's
3000?
Yeah.
Is that right?
That should be correct. There's another thing. Even within your app, basically when you're running your app from your client app from port 3000, and it's calling the Node.js app, which is 3001.
Correct. That's right.
That's gonna create issues as well.
But it's not here. It's not calling the node part, right? Like this is just the front end. This is not on the express portion.
Yeah, but you.
Oh, I see what you're saying though. No. But it should. Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah. What I did was basically build for production and run the app from the same port.
Oh, there it is. It's working.
OMG! Perfect.
What? But it doesn't have the name or the ID. That's interesting. Let's. No, that's not right.
We can look in the console, see the data that has been retrieved.
Let's see here. My window's so small. There we go. All right, so get heroes. There it is. Oh, you know what it is? It's because...
Your ID is not a top level property in the object, so probably it's going to have to be id.t.v whatever.
So it puts them underneath different variables. Why does it do that?
I have no idea. That's a Cosmos DB thing, because now if we actually create a new object using, again, functions or whatever, and if you just added an ID and the name, it's going to just put them top level. It's not going to create all this mess.
So I would say name dot $V. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Saying dot $V. So
Yeah.
that would be here. That's actually up a level in heroes, I think. Let's see. Component did mount. Right here. So I'd have to map it in right here.
Yeah. Or in your HTML, or not?
Yeah.
In your component.
I think I
you
could
can
in my template. I think you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
So hero.
Oh, right. You mentioned template because that's not actually HTML, it's JSX, right?
Yeah. It should work, though, right? I mean.
Yeah.
Can't read dollar
I
sign.
don't think it's is it name? Can we have a look at the data again?
Sure. Let's see here. Get heroes. Name.
Yeah, that should be correct.
Tell you what, let's do this. Let's look at. This is quite interesting. Let's look at. Let's go back to this file here. Where component did mount. That's where this occurs. And actually, I want to see this down here.
Are we going to debug?
We are going to debug. Oh, I can't. I got to do it in the browser. Let's see here. Okay. I just want to see what the JSON looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to fix my template. Let's pull this out for a second. Okay, boom. What do we have here? JSON. We have 2 items, 0.
Oh, and it has to be
Oh, it's v dot name dot v dollar sign.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so we'd say props dot hero dot v dollar sign dot id dot v dollar sign dot name dot v dollar sign. I wonder if this is a.
I don't think this is. I think this is a hack.
Is it not supposed to work this way?
No, I don't think so. Isn't it? Wait. I was thinking that maybe it's $V, but let's just see.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, it's $V. You're right.
Okay.
I'll cut all this out of the video before I put it up here. Why are there all these $Vs?
I think it's wrong. It's just weird.
Yeah, that's it. There it is.
Score.
But it's not supposed to do that, right? Like we shouldn't have a bunch of $Vs.
No, that doesn't look right. And I'm not sure if it's Mongoose that does that but basically when I created, so I'm seeing the same data, right? And then I added the create hero method, which was creating heroes and posting them creating them in the database. And I didn't see the V and R and madness there anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I don't see him here. That's really interesting.
Yeah. Maybe we should ask the Cosmos DB or.
We should. I know what you're referring to, the fact that I'm using Mongoose up here in my project here. I'm using Mongoose and setting the schema, and that Mongoose must be doing something under the covers, like altering these table values in some way.
Yeah, but if you're seeing the correct data in Cosmos DB, then that's weird as well. I'm not sure. I have no idea.
We'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. That was relatively painless. A little bit weird with the $V, but I think that you're right that there's something amiss in my configuration in my project. I think that's actually where the problem is. And I am actually suspicious of this here, this line here. I don't know if that would be the problem or not.
Yeah, I have no idea either. But the great part is that basically we managed to replace an entire endpoint.
That's true. And actually, when I replace those others, I can get rid of this entire. This goes away. This goes away. This goes away. This goes away. All of this code in here goes away. All of this goes away. Which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and also, like, you don't have to manage the connection to your database manually anymore. You don't have to create the connection anymore.
Oh, that's true. I don't have to do any of this monkeying around with Mongo setting up all this stuff here.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if when we did this, if instead of... I wonder if over here, like, if in the... let's see if I can get back to the code real quick. We're almost out of time. Simone and I got another meeting to go to. I wonder if here, if like we had, instead of going to the bindings, like what if we had imported Mongoose and then used Mongoose to read Cosmos DB? I wonder if it would have filtered it back out like into the right format. You know what I mean? Like since I used Mongoose going in, do I need to use Mongoose like to pull it back out on? Can I do that in Azure Functions?
Yeah. So you can use you can import the npm package in Azure Functions, and you can create the connection manually. And you can I haven't used Mongoose in Functions, but I'm sure you can do that as well.
Well, this was super helpful. Thank you so much for showing me all this. I feel like twice as smart as I did 45 minutes ago.
You are very welcome, Burke.
Thank you so much, Simona. Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's...